It's 5 in the morning, almost 6 in the morning, and we're off to ride some bike park. Alright, I'm off to meet the NF guys again. We're going to ride Coast Gravity, and I've got to go catch my ferry. Let's go. Oh, there it goes. It's a warm-up lap, right? Oh, that's a big bike. One thing Coast Gravity does is they actually keep the Pro Line jumps closed for the first hour that the park is open. And that's to force you to warm up, which is probably a good thing. Oh, the max grip guys are so slow. Woo!
That was exhausting.
The max grip guys run a lot slower. Oh, that's not a jump. Another thing about Coast Gravity that surprised me when I first rode it is that it's not that intuitive. Where other bike parks, you can kind of ride the trails blind and they'll guide you. There are lots of little doubles and side hits here that if you don't know they're there, it'll be pretty hard to hit them riding the trail for your first time. I'd say the one bad part about Coast Gravity is that it's pretty low elevation, so just like that, we're at the bottom. But that means it's pretty quick to get up for another lap. Oh, that's tight. There aren't too many tech trails here at Coast Gravity, but we decided to hit them on this lap. And even they have some sneaky doubles. Whoa, low line. Woo-hoo. Speaking of non-intuitive doubles, this trail's got a few of them and they pretty much all get me. Cool. And just like that, we're at the bottom again. We head back up, but now Coastal Cruise is open, the Pro Line Jump Trail. This is sort of like Coast Gravity's A-Line, but it rides more like D1 if you're familiar with that. And what I mean by that is that this jump trail is pretty technical. Where jump lines like A-Line, you can kind of just go trail speed and hit the jumps. You really need to focus and hit the corners properly on this trail. Oh, the wrong line.
God. Oh, that's soft. That's so soft.
Now, this thing happens at Coast Gravity where once you ride Coastal Cruise, you pretty much do it on every lap. And because it is so technical and it is pretty hard to ride, it's actually pretty fun trying to see how well you can do it every lap. I could easily ride this trail all day, and every time would be a little bit different. Sometimes you're on your game, sometimes you're not.
Use the dirt. You ready to go now?
We head back up and you won't believe what trail we ride. It's Coastal Cruise. I also have a theory that how well I table this hip is pretty much how well I'm about to ride this whole trail. We don't really have jumps like this on the shore, so when we get the opportunity to ride, well, jumps that are this good, it's hard not to take it. It's also nice to work on a different skill set. On the shore, you're riding a lot of janky rocks and roots and technical trails, and it's nice to come here and ride float trails with big jumps.
Pretty good. Whew.
And it turns out there might be something to my tabletop hypothesis. So I head over to some blue trails to try and get my confidence back. Because now we're at the next pro line jump trail, known as Flight Deck. And although I've ridden this trail before, I haven't ever cleaned it, because this big jump coming up, well, it scares me.
I should have just gone for it.
I'd say I'm a pretty calm person, but if there's one thing that riles me up, it's just not riding how I'd like to. So I knew before I left today, I had to clean Flight Deck. So we start things off with Coastal Cruise again, but this time I'm on a mission. Ride with more confidence and hit the jumps how they're supposed to be hit. I do have one trick up my sleeve that I like to use. When I'm riding, I like to ask myself, how would a pro ride this? And then I try and do that. Sometimes easier said than done, but sometimes that's the confidence you need to just send it.
Woohoo! I'm so bad at that.
I get a decent run through Coastal Cruise, and we head straight to flight deck.
First jump, fine. Second jump. Scared. I hate this jump.
Sometimes mental blocks can be pretty hard to get over. I know I have the skill to hit this jump, and I'm determined not to let it win. So it's back to the top for the exact same lap. Get a good run through Coastal Cruise, work on my jumps, and head straight to flight deck.
Check. Oh.
And this time I finally get it done. Not perfect, but good enough for now.
Well, I did it at least. That's something. Oh, yay. Alright, time for a clean run through the jump trails. Gotta get that Instagram content.
And we're back on Coastal Cruise, but I've got more confidence now. And it was on this lap too that I figured out that I don't need to be so scared of trying tricks. There's quite a few I do on my BMX, but I don't have brakes on that. And so taking my hands off and putting them back on is a lot easier. And if you've ever tried a no-hander, and then put your hands back on only to grab a handful of front brake, you'll know exactly what I mean. So I'm back on flight deck, but this time, I know exactly what to do. And all that confidence even let me do a little toboggan on the step up, something I don't normally do on a downhill bike.
Alright, that's it for today. It's raining, park's closed. Nice to get back on the downhill bike. Got a couple new tricks done. Hope you enjoyed the video. Sweet to get out with the crew. I'll see you guys in the next one.